3 days north. The road ended beneath a fortress frozen in silence. Maya's journal showed a village where every shadow had mysteriously disappeared. Even the road signs stood beneath sunlight, without casting a single shadow. Ahead waited Frostmere, a living village that looked strangely unfinished. At noon, the clock tower moved, but its ancient bell made no sound. Only Ethan and Maya still possessed shadows, and something noticed immediately. A bodiless darkness raced across the square like a hunting animal. Ethan raised a golden shield just before the darkness reached them. Maya trapped it inside a compass circle, forcing it to reveal north. Then it escaped toward the fortress, while frightened eyes watched from every window. Inside the inn, every villager carried the same impossible absence. Old Tomas explained that the theft began 7 nights earlier. Each midnight, the Hollow Man crossed rooftops and harvested sleeping shadows. The attacks always began when the tower tried to ring 13. Maya found a magical thread connecting the fragment to the mountain. A child named Nia asked whether shadows could ever come home. Ethan promised they would return, then made sunlight dance for her. But Nia's reflection moved alone, reaching through the glass behind her. Maya sealed the window before the reflection could steal anything else. Before vanishing, it pointed toward the clock tower, not the fortress. The clue led them across the empty square toward Frostmere's silent tower. Inside, hundreds of stolen shadows waited inside frozen glass spheres. One captive memory showed a secret gate beneath the northern cliff. Ethan severed the black chains, but the spheres refused to open. Then the clock reversed, turning its own machinery into a deadly trap. Maya opened a portal, dropping them safely beneath the falling gears. Below the tower, a mural revealed the monster had once been a guardian. The villagers called him Orin, until a crowned stranger came north. The crowned eye awakened a hidden route across Maya's living map. Before sunset, the hunters followed that route toward the frozen fortress. The fortress rose from the glacier like a prison built for winter. Halfway across, hands of darkness climbed from the ravine below. Ethan shattered the hands without destroying the bridge beneath them. Maya carried them through the gate as the bridge vanished behind them. 4 empty cages confirmed the first battle had been carefully arranged. The Hollow Man had not escaped its cage. Someone had released it. A silent bell pulse twisted the fortress into an impossible maze. Their own shadows began following one heartbeat behind their bodies. Every mirror predicted the same ending. 2 heroes emptied of darkness. Then the Hollow Man appeared, waiting silently at the corridor's end. Its wooden mask cracked open, releasing a cold made from forgotten voices. It copied Ethan's movements and forged a blade from his own shadow. Gold met darkness, and every mirror repeated the impact 1,000 times. Maya's compass found too many norths, each pointing toward another reflection. The creature entered one reflection and emerged from the floor behind Maya. Ethan's shield arrived first, saving her shadow by a single breath. Maya mapped the reflections, searching for one image that lied differently. One reflection faced backward, revealing the real monster's hidden position. Her portal dragged the true Hollow Man. Out from behind the glass, Ethan struck hard, driving the creature into the chamber beyond. They entered an observatory where darkness moved like a machine. 12 Hollow Men rose together, each wearing the same empty mask. For the first time, Maya's compass could not choose a direction. Shadow ribbons hammered Ethan's shield from every direction at once. Maya reinforced the shield, but the darkness kept learning their rhythm. A hidden copy reached underneath and tore Ethan's shadow from him. Without his shadow, Ethan's solar rift faded to a weak ember. The stolen darkness became an Ethan-shaped warrior wearing his fear. Maya opened an escape path, while the copies closed around them. The portal collapsed between them, leaving each hunter completely alone. Ethan landed inside a maze where every path reflected his failure. His stolen shadow waited ahead, appearing at every turn he considered. The mirrors showed every promise he feared he could not keep. One reflection became Naya, repeating the promise he had made. With almost no power, Ethan blocked darkness using an ordinary flashlight. Its darkness remained connected to him by one fragile golden thread. Elsewhere, Maya entered an archive containing memories stolen from centuries. Her compass offered 3 impossible directions, and all were somehow correct. Maya stopped following the room and forced the room to follow her. At the center waited Orin's final memory before the mask changed him. Orin had once guided Frostmere safely through the deadliest northern storms. The villagers trusted him enough to place their shadows in his care. Then the Cagemaker arrived, promising power against monsters beyond the mountains. His gift was a crown shard that secretly fed upon fear. The shard twisted protection into hunger and memory, into endless silence. The Cagemaker imprisoned Orin, then collected 3 more corrupted guardians. Episode 1's attack had been nothing more than a controlled experiment. Before falling, Orin hid a compass needle that could expose the shard. Naya now carried the one object capable of finding Orin's true heart. Maya awakened Astral North, a direction that existed beyond space. Ethan finally understood that fighting his own fear only strengthened it. He reached toward the darkness and accepted it as part of himself. His shadow returned, no longer an enemy and no longer a weakness. Solar Echo awakened, creating golden possibilities from every choice he trusted. His echoes explored every path, while Ethan followed the one that survived. Maya aimed beyond distance and opened a doorway directly toward Ethan. The partners found each other where no ordinary map could reach. Their reunion lasted one breath before the copies flooded the archive. Solar Echo tested the copies, while Astral North marked every false path. Only one creature remained unmarked, and it fled toward the highest tower. They climbed into the storm as shadow birds tore through the snow. Maya turned the blizzard itself against the flock of darkness. At the summit waited 13 bells, and every stolen shadow in Frostmere. Orin stood at the center, trapped beneath the monster's command. A single shadow strike broke the platform beneath Ethan's feet. His echoes crossed the falling gears and carried him back to safety. Maya exposed thousands of chains leading into the hidden crown shard. The first bell rang without sound, and every light vanished instantly. Ethan stopped relying on sight and followed the light within his echoes. Maya summoned Naya's compass memory, locating Orin beneath the monster. She anchored every stolen shadow before the chamber could consume them. Ethan's echoes raced outward, severing hundreds of chains at once. The first shadows escaped, returning home like birds before sunrise. Losing its prisoners, the corrupted guardian expanded into a towering nightmare. The tower collapsed around them, but neither hunter abandoned the plan. Maya redirected one attack into another, binding the creature with itself. Ethan climbed the living darkness on steps created by his echoes. He struck the mask carefully, breaking the prison without breaking Orin. Behind the crack, a human eye begged them to finish the rescue. Maya fixed the moving shard in place with impossible celestial direction. Ethan cut the crown shard free, releasing years of imprisoned silence. Gold and teal power shattered the corruption before it could escape. The nightmare fell away, and Orin's true spirit finally stood upright. For the first time in 7 nights, every bell rang together. The stolen shadows raced home beneath the first light of morning. Orin revealed the Cagemaker's true hunt stretched far beyond these mountains. His next shard had already reached something sleeping beneath a drowned city. Orin entrusted Maya with a needle that always pointed toward corruption. But the fortress was already flooding from somewhere far below. With its magic broken, the fortress began collapsing into the glacier. Ethan protected Orin's fading spirit while Maya opened their escape route. The empty cages disappeared beneath water, rising from the mountain's heart. One echo took the blow, saving Maya without slowing their escape. Astral North drew a safe road across debris that never stopped moving. Below them, the water briefly opened like an enormous, hungry mouth. At the gate, the missing bridge left only an impossible distance. Maya forced one final portal across the entire mountain ravine. Ethan shaped sunlight into a tunnel against the falling ice. They crossed together, one heartbeat before the fortress vanished into snow. Orin's spirit became a guardian flame resting inside his wooden mask. In Frostmere, every shadow returned to the person it remembered. Naya laughed as her shadow finally danced exactly when she did. Thomas rang the village bell, and this time the mountain answered. Maya returned Orin's mask to the tower he had once protected. Ethan's shadow now carried his courage instead of only his fear. The spirit needle transformed Maya's journal into a map of living danger. The strongest signal came from Belgrave, a city drowned beneath black tides. Naya offered her compass, and its needle turned toward the western sea. Thomas gave Ethan a bell, warning that silence would not help next time. By sunset, the hunters were already descending toward the drowned coast. That night, green lightning flickered beyond the mountains without making thunder. Then Ethan's new bell began trembling beside the frozen lake. A green crack opened beneath them, revealing water where none should exist. Beneath the ice waited Belgrave, impossibly distant and impossibly close. Then one enormous eye opened beneath the drowned city. A massive hand pressed upward, testing the frozen surface between them. Far away, the cage maker watched through another stolen eye. He opened a fifth cage and lowered another crown shard into water. The lake erupted, and Maya Moore began climbing into the moonlight. Episode 2 ended as the next monster opened its endless mouth. At sunset, Ethan Vale and Maya Cross reached a village afraid to breathe. Worried faces watched them, while one child pointed toward the graying forest. Inside the archive, Maya's ancient journal awakened beneath 4 monstrous drawings. Though every window stayed closed, a violent wind scattered maps and candles. The glowing pages showed ash wraith drifting silently between dead black trees. Then village bells rang alone, and cold grey ash began falling. Ethan raised his flashlight. Maya closed the journal, and together they entered darkness. Beyond the gate, fresh ash footprints appeared one after another before them. A burned handprint scarred a tree, and gold flickered beneath Ethan's fingers. Maya's teal compass lines rose from the journal and guided them deeper. Soon the forest leaned inward, forming a tunnel that seemed alive. A roaring ash wall erased their path home and sealed the hunt. Between distant trunks, 2 orange eyes opened inside a towering shadow. Maya drew a teal compass barrier, fragile but bright against the darkness. Ash wraith struck first, crashing a black wave against Maya's shield. Ethan dragged her behind a fallen log as smoky claws tore overhead. The journal revealed the truth. This creature grew stronger by feeding on fear. Faraway screams made ash wraith swell, and Ethan finally understood its hunger. He stood without retreating, while golden threads wrapped around his clenched fist. When the monster lunged, Ethan's first solar rift shield exploded into life. Maya joined her compass magic to his light, strengthening the trembling dome. Together they pushed forward, blasting ash wraith backward through the moonlit trees. But the monster shattered into copies, surrounding them with countless burning eyes. Maya spun a teal wind spiral, lifting 2 false wraiths away. Ethan shaped a golden blade and cut another copy into harmless embers. Behind Maya, the true ash wraith rose higher than the forest. Her compass needle warned her, and a portal opened beneath her boots. She reappeared beside Ethan, pulling him clear with a burst of wind. Through magical sight, Maya found a tiny ember hidden inside the smoke. She pointed, while Ethan gathered fierce golden power between both hands. Ash wraith became a giant vortex, dragging branches and darkness toward itself. Maya anchored them to 4 trees using glowing compass chains. Ethan charged through the storm behind a sharp triangular shield of sunlight. Inside the vortex, he struck the ember core with one concentrated pulse. The towering nightmare collapsed, leaving only quiet ash and a black crystal. Ethan wrapped the crystal carefully, while Maya recorded their first impossible victory. Then a wet roar sounded below, and muddy water stole the crystal. They chased the flooded stream downhill through rain, fog, and twisted roots. The trail ended at a moonlit swamp beside an abandoned pumping station. Green eyes opened beneath the water as Ethan tested the rotten bridge. Suddenly Maya Moore erupted upward, dripping slime from its enormous hungry mouth. Its fists destroyed the bridge, throwing Ethan and Maya in opposite directions. Ethan caught a hanging rope dangling above water that watched him back. Maya pulled him onto a platform with a ribbon of teal wind. Maya Moore inhaled fiercely, swallowing reeds, broken boards, and rushing swamp water. Ethan anchored them with golden steel, while Maya raised a wind shield. Inside the slime, Maya saw the stolen crystal glowing like poison. Ethan fired at it, but his light scattered through the watery body. Maya Moore bubbled with laughter and launched sticky tendrils across the platform. Maya linked 2 portals, turning the monster's own tendrils against its arms. Ethan raced across floating logs, creating golden steps beneath every landing. A crushing wave followed, but his curved shield carried him backwards safely. At the pumping station, Maya found an ancient valve beneath rusted machinery. She turned it with telekinesis, while Ethan blinded Maya Moore with flashes. The floodgate opened, releasing clean mountain water through the poisoned swamp. Now Ethan struck the water, sending a golden ripple beneath the monster. The ripple lifted Maya Moore completely, exposing the crystal inside its chest. Maya held the beast aloft with 4 enormous teal compass rings. When slime tendrils reached her, Ethan severed them with crossing light blades. With one precise magical thread, Maya pulled the crystal through the slime. Freed from its curse, Maya Moore melted into harmless, ordinary swamp mud. Ethan trapped the crystal in golden light as calm water returned. Yet a wooden mask appeared upon it, pointing toward a ruined chapel. By morning, the heroes climbed a narrow path beneath gathering grey clouds. The abandoned chapel waited among dead birches. With one candle still burning, Ethan opened the door, and black feathers drifted through the cold light. Broken pews faced a wooden mask, while claw marks scarred the floor. As Maya approached, the hanging mask slowly turned toward her. Every candle died behind them, leaving only Maya's teal compass glow. From the altar darkness, the hollow man unfolded to impossible height. Ethan aimed his flashlight, but the creature existed only outside its beam. It copied Ethan's pose exactly, like a reflection learning how to hunt. Then Maya saw another Maya writing silently inside an identical journal. Soon dozens of fearful duplicates filled the chapel from wall to wall. Ethan grabbed the wrong Maya, and she broke apart into black splinters. The real Maya's truth compass cut through deception and found Ethan. She pulled him inside a teal circle, freezing every false figure outside. Above them, the hollow man crawled across the ceiling with reaching fingers. Ethan fired upward, but the creature flattened and slipped between beams. The journal warned that it could move only through darkness left unobserved. So Ethan shattered the boarded windows with careful bursts of golden light. Morning flooded the chapel, trapping the monster where no shadow remained. The hollow man removed its mask, revealing a void without stars or bottom. Its emptiness pulled Maya's magic away, until Ethan shielded her with warmth. Then, the creature turned the floor into a mirror of endless corridors. Ethan and Maya fell through, entering a maze of doors and stairways. Maya's compass spun uselessly, while Ethan searched each doorway for hidden symbols. One showed ruin, one showed loneliness, and one showed Maya imprisoned forever. Maya closed her eyes, followed the journal's vibration, and found one plain door. Ethan cut the chains, and they escaped through the unmarked doorway. They returned behind the real monster, surprising it beside the altar. Maya imprisoned it inside 4 rotating rings of teal compass energy. The shadow stretched through the cage, reaching dangerously close to her face. Ethan formed a golden sun above it, filling every opening with light. The wooden mask cracked, and the creature unraveled into harmless black ribbons. From inside the mask rolled a seed, already growing dark, thorny roots. Maya reached for it, but roots exploded through the chapel walls. The whole hill shook as giant roots tore open the earth. Fangroot rose beneath the chapel, a colossal beast of wood and thorns. The collapsing ruins slid from its shoulder as Ethan and Maya ran. With one roar, Fangroot commanded every dead tree upon the ridge. Maya opened a portal, dropping them safely beyond its crushing wooden claw. Ethan's shockwave struck its chest, but glowing sap absorbed all the energy. Fangroot swung again, launching a storm of thorny vines across the ridge. Maya's spinning wind discs sliced the thorns into harmless falling leaves. Golden sight revealed the crystal buried behind Fangroot's armored chest roots. Before they could attack, root walls rose into a living labyrinth. Separated inside, Ethan shouted while Maya followed glowing compass arrows. A root mouth snapped at Ethan, but his compact shield held firm. Maya discovered ancient statues, each carrying the symbol from her journal. When she activated the first, Fangroot's glowing sap suddenly weakened. Ethan broke through a wall and found Maya beside the second statue. Together they awakened 3 more, forming a teal star over the ridge. Fangroot destroyed its own maze and charged through flying wood and leaves. Ethan formed twin solar rift blades and ran directly up its arm. Maya rode a spiral of wind, sealing its shoulders and back. Fangroot trapped Ethan in one hand, but his expanding shield broke free. Maya opened a portal above, redirecting lightning into the monster's antlers. The flash exposed the crystal, pulsing beneath ash, slime, and shadow. Ethan and Maya realized each defeated monster had been feeding the crystal. A dark pulse transformed Fangroot's roots into 4 monstrous attacking heads. Back to back, the heroes ignited gold and teal power together. Ethan blocked Ash Wraith, while Maya redirected Maya Moore through a portal. The Hollow Man became a floor shadow, but Maya's compass sun exposed it. Fangroot's jaws descended, and Ethan held them apart above Maya. She spread a vast compass grid, freezing every root for 1 heartbeat. Ethan poured his remaining power into a brilliant golden spear. Maya aligned a chain of portals straight toward Fangroot's hidden crystal. Ethan threw, and the spear accelerated through ring after glowing ring. It struck the crystal, cracking darkness with a sphere of mixed energy. Inside that sphere, time stopped around floating stones, leaves, and light. Maya saw 4 trapped spirits imprisoned within the broken crystal. She pulled them free, while Ethan held the unstable sphere together. The liberated spirits surrounded Fangroot, no longer violent, only exhausted. Ash became mist, Maya became water, Hollow a mask, and Fangroot a tree. But the crystal remained, revealing a 5th mark, a crowned watching eye. Within its surface, an unseen master silently studied Ethan and Maya. The crystal burst into black feathers racing toward the northern mountains. Fangroot collapsed into soil, while green life returned across the ridge. At sunrise, Ethan and Maya stood beside the tree as birds returned. Maya recorded 4 names, and each became a peaceful, glowing symbol. Ethan found 1 feather whose golden spark pointed steadily north. When they returned, villagers stepped outside and welcomed sunlight again. A child gave Maya a wooden compass, while Ethan returned an old lantern. In the archive, they marked countless monster sightings across the wider world. Then Maya's journal drew the crowned eye above a frozen fortress. Ethan's gold and Maya's teal both flared stronger than before. Outside, a black feather became a tiny eye, then vanished. By sunrise, the 2 hunters were already walking north toward danger. Deep inside frozen mountains, an armored figure waited beside 4 empty cages.